Welcome
to
Wine and Work. I don't know why she feels like we need a theme song right now. Wine and Work. We are back. And our topic today is how to keep it real with your children without traumatizing them with the woes of this world. That was a long one.
Yeah. Parenting,
but
208.
Is it 208?
You might as well, that's the next level.
That's where we're going? Okay. So, prior to us getting into that, let's talk about what we sipping on today. What's that? Here you go.
What was sipping on, sis?
Talk about it.
So, this is yours, but I'll introduce it. Called rum.
Little is where I got it from.
Lidl.
And I get that wrong. I'm sorry. I heard a commercial. It's called Lidl.
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 So she got this from there. It's called Rome. It's a Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon
Blanc 2016.
And where's it from? Does it say?
It is from North Coast, Sonoma County.
So we from California.
So it gives us this little diagram on the back, which is kind of cool too. It tells you the level. So it's dry. It should be kept at 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which it is not because she's had it in her car once again.
To be fair,
it's not hot. It just ain't chilled. But it's still going to be good. I can see it. So, yeah. And this is probably our second or third white wine.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of white wine. However, I felt
I can be a fan.
We need to bring some diversity.
I do think so.
So we can't just keep it all one color.
No. We need some rosé too. Did we have rosé yet? I think we might have one.
We might have had one.
Anyway, today's a white wine.
Rome.
And just so you know, we are heading into the last two. We got one more episode after this before we wrap up our very first season. Season?
Okay. Let me talk about my shirt. I forgot. Okay. Hey, Usain Bolt, y'all. And who's here? Who do we see in this?
Let me tell y'all something that made me proud. I put on this shirt. I was just walking around my kitchen. Just walking, cleaning, cooking. My child walked up to me. She said, "Mommy, Sade is on your shirt."
Sade.
I said, you're darn right at it. Yeah. You darn right she is, baby.
At 5. Go ahead.
I love her. I mean, she know all the good ones.
All
just so
the
you
good
know.
ones.
I'm raising her right. This is why you should take our advice on this episode.
Yeah, we're doing good.
We're
making
doing
efforts, and our efforts are paying off.
I think we at least at an A-.
We there. I don't know about that second one. That first one.
I'm nailing it.
Okay, so we're working on this oyster, as she called it. It's an oyster.
Oyster. She said oyster. You remember that? Oyster.
Anyway. Oh, look, it works.
Don't do that. It always works.
Be shade.
Let me tell you something. I ain't got time for this.
All of this. That is dangerous.
Because you must know how it comes back.
Okay, sorry. So, while we're doing this,
yes,
all of this whole situation.
Yes, so let's get it started.
Let's talk about it. So, one of the topics that has come up with our 4 and 5-year-olds, 5-year-olds, let's just call it even, right?
You hear that? It's like smacking good butt. Anyway. I'm just saying. Did y'all hear the clip, 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 clip? Listen. Shh, stop laughing so they can hear it. It's like slapping good butt. Anyway. What? They don't. Mine came out better. Sorry.
Anyway, let's talk about it. We're back to my topic here, okay, guys? Slapping good butt. What does that have to do with wine?
We might as well taste now. Forget your topic. Anyway.
Improved. So it smells quite strong.
It's very, you can, I'm pretty sure you can smell dryness. Like, you can smell the dryness of it.
It kind of smells like gasoline.
What kind of grapes is this made of?
Grapes?
This ain't muscadine.
No, girl. No. It would be sweet. Well, it's not horrible. It tastes like gasoline with some sugar.
All right, so
it's what I would expect gas to taste like with sugar.
Oh, okay. When I inhale it with the air, it has a dry but soft flavor. When you don't do that, it kills your palate.
Oh, does it?
It kills your palate. So we're gonna be toasting just a few times with this.
Yeah, we're gonna take this in slow motion.
I cut my finger.
With that oyster. Okay, back to this. So,
topics for today. So, how do you tell your kids about the real world without
So, Black History Month just passed, right? Not really, 2 months ago. A lot of Black history things on TV, things like that. And my baby didn't really have some questions, but I felt the need, as his mama, to explain our history to a certain extent.
Okay.
So,
what was that extent?
Slavery was on the docket, right? So, but to explain slavery, I had to explain the difference between white and black. So, mommy is technically black. You know, look, as far as skin color wise, but we had to explain the shades. You know, here goes this. Everybody's black. Everybody in the family is black. Daddy black, mommy black, baby black, you black. We're all different colors, but we're all considered black because black is not the actual color. It is our ethnicity. Yes, which is also African American.
Does he know what ethnicity is?
I broke that down as well.
Good.
Yeah, girl, you got to start from the beginning, the basics. So, I think he understood that, and then I took it a step further and tried to explain that black people were once treated differently because of the colors of our skin. Right? Try to break it down. Okay. And then I explained a little bit about slavery. That we were once, all black people were once in Africa. And at some point, white people came over and took us to America. And here, we were made to work without getting paid. That's the generics. That's all I gave him. I didn't tell him about no beating. I didn't tell him about no killing. I gave him the generics. We were made to work without being paid. And that in itself was a crime in his book.
Did he go back and say anything about white people and talk to a white child and say, why did you bring me?
I told him this was a long time ago.
Okay, there you go. You preference it.
Oh, wait.
I'm sorry.
Is this a phone?
We never get phone calls. Okay.
So, yeah, I gave this a long time ago.
Yes.
And I think that was enough. So he's not going to say his friend at school brought us that from Africa here. He got that.
Okay.
So that covers race and slavery in one. I felt I did a good job. He has questions, but he's not ready for the real yet because he's 5. But he has the basics on why we were treated differently and what the civil rights movement was. I also gave him the breakdown of that. That from slavery we moved up to civil rights.
Hey, baby boy about to go into college.
You might as well.
Skip it all.
He got all his history.
Skip it
in that one conversation with mama.
He about to skip a whole school. No, 3 of them?
You might as well.
Just send him straight to college.
Send him straight to college. Why not? So you have this conversation?
So let me tell you this. My child has a book called Slavery that her wonderful grandmother gave her. She brought it to me today. She said, Mommy, thank you for the book. I said, you're welcome. Your grandmother got it for you because I know that conversation is going to be intense with her. Because she is the why queen. Okay, but why? I started talking about Easter and what Easter meant. Well, why? And is he still alive? And where is he at now? And what it's a lot of questions, and I've been trying my best to figure out how to summarize it, but I sent it to Google. But when it comes to race, we have a more so conversation about shades of skin tone and the beauty behind it and why being different is important. So she knows what melanin is, and she understands that there's some people. So more recently, she's made friends with darker skinned girls, and she actually has seen an albino man, and she was actually very fearful of the albino man. And I had to tell her, he is a black man. He just doesn't have a lot of melanin. Yeah, he just doesn't have a lot of melanin. And she was like, oh, and it kind of made sense. So it's like, I think a lot of times as parents, we're fearful of giving them too much of the truth. So I would never tell her crayon. Because I need you to know when you see this word melanin, you hear it, you already understand what it is so that we can move on and pass that. One thing that happened, she went to go play with some little boy, I think it was like Chick-fil-A's playground. And she was like, Mommy, can I go over there with my friend? I said, what friend? She said, the white boy right there. And my husband got so upset. He was like, oh, he was like, oh my God, like she got to know not to say that and da da. I was like, whoa. She's a child. She's not saying it as it's a bad thing. Right. Yeah. So there's a difference. When you talk to your kids about race, do so in a way that they understand being of a different race, especially being black, is not a bad thing. It's just different. And then, like with her, with that situation, I was like, oh, you mean that boy in the green shirt who has the blue shoe? She needs to learn how to be descriptive. It's not just a race thing. It's not the right white. You know, it's just more. It's more than just white.
She'll get there.
Yeah. So when it comes to slavery, we really ain't touched on that.
Okay.
The only thing that I believe she understands, because we read this book, is called Little Leaders. It's a book about women and what they've done. And she's learned about like Sojourner Truth. and she knows what Sojourner Truth did, and helping to get slaves through the Underground Railroad. So we've talked about what slaves have done and where we have come, but not necessarily all the history behind it.
Yeah, at this point, at 5, we got to leave some stuff out.
Yeah,
they can't know the horrors of slavery.
Because my biggest fear is she finds out slavery
and hates white people.
Like, honestly, because I remember that moment when I learned the full story of Malcolm X, the full story of Dr. Martin Luther King, the full story of Emmett Till, all these stories. And then I watched, what was it? Rosewood. It might have been, I also watched Malcolm X. And let me tell you, I did not function in society for years due to that stuff. So, and it was also because it was kind of thrown on me.
Yeah. If you don't know the you got to have somebody walk you through it.
Yeah, you got to at least start from somewhere. So starting with your kids early is probably the best way to go about it. And you got to be honest. Please be honest.
Without scaring them.
And it's hard to scare them at this age, though.
Yeah.
All right, so private parts.
Yeah, big one. So, they got to, first off, they got to know what their private parts are. So, Paige.
And I don't know if you do this. I'm going to recommend don't be using the words.
Oh, no.
Your boo-boo and your cuckoo.
She does know the real word, but she also knows the nickname for it. But when she knows what to call it if need be. But to me, she calls it pishy. Because that's just,
she's a little vulgar with it, but okay. Pishy. She might as well.
It was just easier for her to say.
Okay.
Vagina.
I'll take the vagina over the pushy. Okay, sure, roll with it. Let's keep rolling. Let's do this.
So she knows she has 3 major private parts.
Okay.
Her breasts, her vagina, and her butt. And if you ask her what her private parts are, she will tell you. And she knows who can touch them and who cannot.
Good.
Well, she knows who can touch them and everybody else cannot. So I started that early from basically when she could talk. Doctor, mommy, daddy, grandma. Everybody else you need to tell me about. But she doesn't, at 2, she doesn't know the reason I'm saying this. And honestly, at 5, my son probably doesn't know the reason I'm saying this. So that is probably something that we need to broach in the future. Is broach the right word?
Approach. Let's stick with approach.
Okay, we're going to use approach in the future.
I feel like broach could be it, but because I know
it sounds right. Okay.
Approach, walk
y'all
into,
help us.
come
Brooch,
to.
is that right? Okay.
I feel like brooch is what, women wear on their shirts.
Yeah, but is brooch also, do we need to step up to it?
I don't know. This English language has way too much meanings.
So, it is something that needs to happen. I need to have this conversation about why these are private parts and why people can't touch them. But I'm not sure how to approach.
There we go.
That subject.
So, I will say I have approached that subject with her. Because I wanted her to understand that there are bad people who will try to touch you, just like a stranger. And I want you to always know no one's allowed to touch you. And this is because I have trust issues. If mommy touches you inappropriately, if you feel like you don't want to touch, she called out a grandmother one time. I'm cool with that. Because I'll need you to understand
just
that
tell
there
me.
are
I'll
levels.
Figure it out if this is good or bad.
There are levels to everything, and every family is different. Thank God our family ain't that type. But at the same time, I need you to know, no matter who and what it is, this is your body. And if anybody violates your body, you let mommy know, because there's some bad people who will do that. Yeah.
I feel like that's probably a topic. I need to tell them why. Because I just tell them don't. To tell me, and it's funny because we went to the pediatrician the other day, and she wanted to check her private parts, her vagina. Paige looked at me.
She can barely say the word herself.
her private parts, this right here, and Paige actually looked at me like, is this what's supposed to be happening? I'm like, yes, you good, mommy. It's a doctor. Remember, doctors are allowed. Good. So I'm glad it's in her head, but she doesn't know why.
And that's important. And the thing is, again. The not scaring them part is to not say there's going to be someone out there. It's, hey, I want you to know that this is your body, this is your temple. These are the important parts of you, but no one should touch any part of you that you don't want them to, right? So it's almost like, not to bring it up, when all that stuff went on TV with the child molestation and all that striked up my fears immediately. Because you never know. You never know.
Family.
Family. honestly, teachers, and not to say her teachers or anything.
No.
She came one time and said a little boy was trying to grab at her vagina. I said, well, what did he do? She said he was trying to hold my hand, but he missed it and grabbed for my vagina. Okay, context. Got it.
We need some background.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's good for her to know that, hey, I told him that you can't grab for my vagina, even though I know you was grabbing for my hand. So,
and to ease on into it, we also need to tell them what they're not supposed to touch.
Exactly. It's the same way.
So I've had my son, like, I mean, he's old enough now to know not to grab me in certain areas. Like, no, you can't touch mommy like that. No, you know, things like that. So just like the other day, he told me he touched his friend, and me, I touched your friend. He touched her arm. But to him, that was something that he had to tell mommy because she smelled like perfume. So he needs to know.
Smelling like perfume?
You know,
what 5-year-old smell like perfume? And why you that close? Why? We gonna roll up on this school.
I will do it.
We gonna see who
why
she
you
is.
Next to my son, enticing him with your perfume.
Let me tell you about what this perfume ain't finna do today. We gonna keep these hormones in check, baby.
Check. Because it was a secret. The fact that it was a secret means
he knew. They knew. She knew.
Well, we don't want to get into it. So, but even then, so he knows when not to touch on me. He knows when not to touch on his sister. Things like that. Like the baby told me the other day that Chase was gonna wipe her because you know she's at the age where somebody needs to wipe. I said, no, mommy. Chase doesn't need to wipe you. I will wipe you.
Wipe you.
Because I don't want you getting comfortable with that idea.
I don't want to wipe your butt. You wipe your own
butt.
butt. When you wash up, you take a shower, you take care of your own body parts. Because mommy can't take care of them all the time. So when I'm
you ain't gonna be 15 with me wiping your butt.
No, ma'am. Okay. That's not what we doing.
You know. Not with them boo-boos. Okay.
And them boo-boos be big.
And thick. Okay, so affection. That's pretty much in the same realm.
Yeah, it does.
What we tell our kids about hugging, kissing. So, my world, we don't have too many issues with uncles and cousins. It's really immediate family around him and her. And I don't do kissing on the mouth. Everything else, you can hug your grandma, you can, I just don't like kissing on the mouth. And it's more of a personal thing. I don't think I'm not looking at it as like I just don't, that's germs. So I'd rather not kiss my child on the mouth.
So I think it's kind of intuitive with the person who she's with too, because none of my family members really engage it. You know how some people engage it? Like, And I mean, me and my husband and her sisters do, but my mother-in-law, it's always a cheat. My auntie is always a cheat. I feel like you gotta be leery of people who go straight into a child.
Yep.
Nothing for them to understand, but you as the parent should be aware of that.
Wow.
And even if it is a family thing, you still kind of need that permission from the parents
to kiss my baby on the mouth. Mainly, and honestly, not even looking at it as like a sexual or negative thing. It's just there's germs that can easily pass.
But that also creates a complex, and we have had to have this conversation too about who you do and don't kiss. So then I was gonna say, do you do girlfriends?
As far as
does he have girlfriends?
Yeah, friends that's like
because that's affection like that. That can transform to affection because she don't have boyfriends, but she have friends who are boys.
Yeah. No, I think maybe that's also a double standard too because I have a boy, she has a girl. I can see when Paige being 5, she's not gonna have no boyfriends. But at the same time, Chase, he'll say that Caitlin is his girlfriend or Gabrielle, but his girlfriend changed week to week, so I know it's not serious. But he has his little girlfriend. And honestly, in his mind, these are just friends that are girls. That he happens to spend more time with that specific week than the week prior. So it's not.
If I say Brooklyn,
I'm not looking at it like that.
Brooklyn, give me a name. She'd be like, "Oh, Connor." I'd be like, "Oh, Connor, your boyfriend." She'd be like, "I don't have a boyfriend." That's the right answer.
You got it, girl. You got it.
Boom.
You have a friend that's a boy.
So I do think as we get older, I won't tip into my big girls, but because that's a whole nother realm. We'll have a whole nother conversation on that.
We're talking about the 5-year-olds.
But yes, for the youngins, for the toddlers, the affection. And the thing is like at this time, I do think Brooklyn is extra affectionate. She understands what loving someone is. Every time I buy her something, she's Mommy, you're so great. Thank you very much. It's the best.
I got some gifts. I love you now.
You think of me. I love you. So it's like that type of affection is cool. You just gotta teach them
what's appropriate.
You don't do that to a stranger who hands you a piece of gum. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just you just gotta find the levels to it, and a lot of times deal with it while it's in action. Because sometimes I have to be like, she'd be like, "Mommy, can I take this from this person?" I'd be like, "That's wrong." Because everybody, you can't. It's okay. It's okay to say no.
Yep.
It's okay to say no.
Yep. So speaking of which, how babies get here? touchy subject because you don't want to give them too much, but you don't want to give them too little. So I take the scientific route.
I'm telling y'all, this boy is in college. Like,
he might as well
she be dropping some terms. Scientific route. Like, he understood that.
So mommy has an egg, like the eggs that we eat.
She about to get real technical.
And daddy has a sperm, which is like a fish. And the fish, it swims to the egg.
I'm going to send Brooklyn to you. That's what I'm going to do.
And when they form together, they make a baby. And that baby starts off real little, and it grows until it's big. And then at that point, it gets too big to be inside the mommy, and it has to come out.
Are y'all taking notes? This is the exact conversation. Just record this, and whenever your child asks you, just hit play.
And at that point, it has to come out of mommy. Sometimes it comes out of mommy's vagina, but if it's too big, it has to come out of. They have to cut it out of mommy's belly.
She nailed that.
And then the baby's here. Voila, baby's here. The background of how the fish gets to the egg.
You don't get no positions, which is good. You don't get no insertions, that is good also.
We haven't gotten to that, and luckily it's not necessary yet, okay? He just knows that the fish gets to the egg, and the egg makes a baby, and it grows into a big baby, and the baby has to come out of mommy's belly. And I think it helped that he saw the process of Paige.
So that's what I was going to say. I haven't had to have the full-on sex conversation, but I've had to talk about where babies grow and how babies do come out. I do talk about that because I have a scar. I had a
ain't no bird bring this baby.
Yeah, ain't no storks in this house. No. You know what I'm saying?
Mama went through some pain.
Ain't no magical Harry Potter type stuff going on. You know what I'm saying?
How do people even get away with the stork situation? Because obviously kids see.
I don't think you can get away with that anymore.
Was that just TV?
It probably was back then, but there's no way you can get away with that.
You clearly saw me.
Kids can Google.
And fat. So you knew I had a baby in my belly, or something was in my belly, and it came out.
They probably say the stork brought the baby to the belly.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's no longer what we used to think.
It wasn't the egg and the fish, like I said. Okay.
No, but I mean, you nailed that.
So yeah, that's my way of getting around the sex talk at 5, but still have him have facts on how babies get here.
Technical and accurate facts and terminology.
But he has not asked me how does the fish get to the eggs,
which is good.
I'm glad. Okay.
You'll learn that soon enough.
And honestly, I would keep that scientific too. The penis goes into the vagina, and the penis gives the fish to.
Are you going to have diagrams and
apparatuses? I might need to. I need him to have all the facts. I don't want him going into anything not aware. Okay? That's our job.
Is this a conversation for 6 or 7?
Whenever he asks. If he asks me tomorrow, he getting the details. Okay,
son, let's go down the street to Hobby Lobby. I would like to create you a vagina and a penis.
Let's get this poster board together. Bring this in for your science project at school.
I love her. I'm just going to send my child to her. She's going to have a whole school.
Let's keep it scientific. And I think keeping it scientific takes the shame away from it.
It does. That is true.
So it makes it easier for you to talk about it. Because it is a scientific thing. Like, egg meets sperm, form baby.
So, to backtrack a little bit, when it comes to, like, body parts, my daughter found out that my husband has a penis.
Is it new? Well, yeah, because Paige don't know.
Yeah, because the thing is, and this wasn't like he was, using the bathroom or anything. He was just changing clothes. And she was like, what is that? And he told me, and because he was taken back, men don't know what to do with that, especially with no little girl. Little boys are different. So, what is that? He was like, your mom gonna have to tell you. So I had to have a conversation with her about it.
He could have told her it was private parts.
He doesn't. It's the man. Yeah, he doesn't know how to tell his daughter
Ryan
that.
Would be like,
Right. You're gonna have to go to your mama for that. Mm-hmm. So, excuse me, but that to me is also one of those comments of she's gonna learn that penis does something. Good thing he's the only penis in the household. Mm-hmm. So I don't foresee me having to have this conversation too early. And unfortunately, I think her sister's probably gonna have it with her first. Because that's probably what siblings are going to do, especially girls.
Yeah, I would think
so. And I'm going to have to try to come back around
and give her the correct information.
Not even a correct, because some of them know what it is. Mm. Unfortunately, I don't know what to think anymore about kids growing up and having sex.
Just let it happen without you knowing.
They just have sex.
I see what parents were doing back in the day. Like, I don't know what's happening.
I just don't want to know.
It's not existing.
I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock. Yeah. I don't want to know.
I see it. I can see that happening now. Now, the good thing, though, because she has a big brother, which is 2 years older, 3 years older than her, she knows what a penis is. So she knows boys have penis and girls have vaginas. And she gave me the quiz. She said, does daddy have penis? I said, yeah. Does grandpa have penis? Yes, because they're boys.
Put it together.
So she gets it. And she knows mommy has vagina, grandma has vagina. So she knows girls and boys are different. Now, the uses of these things, she don't care. But she just
Pen.
knows that they're different. Exactly.
Pen.
I think that's all she thinks.
Yeah, that's all Brooklyn knows.
That's all she thinks.
Pen. All right, so cussing.
Mm-hmm.
That's our last one. So
girl.
cussing. You want me to kick this off?
You go ahead.
Let me tell you something.
We got issues.
My child cannot wait to grow up to cuss because she's heard it a lot, and I don't feel bad about it because guess what? She now knows what she cannot do. So there's not the question of her going around talking about N-word, N-word, B-word, B-word.
She knows it's not appropriate.
She knows it's not appropriate. When she hears it, she be like,
skip past that.
Smile, come on. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And she's almost 5. Like, I'm totally okay with that. And I understand there's kids out there, but I'm a real hip-hop connoisseur.
I don't want to hear that.
She listening to Tupac. You know what I'm saying? She listening to Lil' Kim, bits and pieces, not the whole thing, because Kim go too far. You know what I'm saying? She go really, really, really far. But I'm just saying she understands things more. So it's not like, I'll give you an example. We were in a car. I've told everybody this story. We were in a car, and I was listening to, and I was not watching. Do not go to the police talk about this. I was listening to RuPaul's Drag Race, one of my favorite shows. And, you know, RuPaul's Drag Race, you know, they drop the B word like it's like, you know, sis or cuz or something like that. So it was like, my child said from her beautiful car seat, she rolled up on me. She said, Mommy, can I say B? Because that's how they say it, right? And I was like, I'm driving. What'd she say, baby? She said, Mommy, can I say bitch? Just like that. It's not no shortness. It's that bitch. Because that's how they say it on the show. I said, baby, no, you can't say it. Now, I'm trying not to laugh. Baby, no, you can't say it. That's a cuss word.
Was she mad?
Why can't I say that? I said, adults can only say that, and adults shouldn't even say it. Well, I can't wait to be an adult. So I can cuss. I said, well, you know what? If that is what you want to be when you become an adult, it's just a cuss.
That's on you, girl.
Go for it, baby.
Hey, whatever.
But you ain't finna do it now.
Not right now. Hold your horses.
So, and even like, I try not to cuss in front of her. Of course, I've probably done it and don't recognize it, but I think the songs are enough around her right now.
Yeah.
You know, so
we got a lot of Sirius XM in my car. Forget about Shade 45 in Ryan's car. So there's a lot of cussing going on in the music. However, Chase knows what cussing is, and he skips over those. So he'll be rapping a straight song. He knows all the Drake songs, by the way. However, when it gets to the cuss, he'll skip it. Pause. He knows it. He knows that this is not the right word.
What about the N-word? Do you say the N-word is a cuss word?
No, I don't think we've ever come to that.
Really?
I haven't heard him say it.
Brooklyn and I have had that conversation because I think it's on Smileage too.
But I would tell him it was. I would tell him
back
not
and
to say
forth
it.
with you, like she was dropping it, living the best, like just kind of and going back and forth with you. I was like, baby, you can't say that word. Why can't I say that word?
It's not a good word.
It's not a cuss word. I was like, it's not a cuss word.
But it's not good.
But it's not the appropriate word.
Yeah.
So just skip right on over that. So when she gets older, I'm pretty sure she's adult. She's gonna
be ready for it. So yeah, he knows the songs, but he skips over the cussing. He doesn't necessarily want to cuss. He doesn't like mention like, oh, I can't wait to cuss. It's just he'll ask me, and then his whole thing in life is, Mommy, this song is clean. The song's clean when he plays the song on his tablet. He tells me it's clean, so I don't have to go around here. But it's not even so much the cussing. Yes! It's not so much the cussing. It's now the songs themselves. So it's like, it makes me uncomfortable when he's singing like Please Me by Cardi B and Bruno
I'm not
Mars.
gonna lie, I've had to stop my child from twerking many of times. So, and you know the kind of problem yes, baby.
Hello, Mama.
Chase.
You know there was gonna be an interruption.
We almost made it through.
We almost did, girl.
Chase was calling you.
I heard him. What do you want?
He's
trying.
Okay. Can you bring her down?
Yeah,
please?
walk her down, man.
Thank you, sir.
So for me is having a little girl who she see all this twerking going on and she want to do all this popping and all that. I have to tell her, don't do that.
No, that's not appropriate.
So and I hate to say this. Here's the one thing I have with this, even though I know it's not good. If we really look back on African dances, the rhythm, like that is our natural aesthetic, right?
Here. It's all up in here.
That's the rhythm. So I even have a problem with being like, baby, don't twerk. I mean, you can shimmy, you know what I'm saying, but don't like drop. But you can, rotate the hips a little bit, but don't flap,
Hello, Mommy.
Hey, poo poo.
You missed us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Come on. Come sit next to me.
Yeah, come on.
Oh,
No? You
okay.
gonna stand there?
Guess not.
Okay. All right, she's about to go. What are we supposed to do with the scooter?
Keep it on the car.
Thank you. Y'all gonna have fun down here. Paigey Pooh, can you pull the door up? She gonna cuss me out. She ain't even turn around. When I say go.
She didn't pay her no mind. She said, no, I'm not doing that.
So like that's the only thing that to me goes wrong with cussing because it's in the song. It makes her want to twerk.
Yeah.
And it's so hard for him, baby, don't twerk. But like shimmy.
Just
I mean, just
get a little hair.
give them some
Get a little
knees with it,
You
some
know,
shoulders.
Just
you
no
know?
booty. Just keep that booty
just
to
keep it
yourself.
tight. You know, I don't need all that.
Keep your booty to yourself.
So
yeah. Those are our struggles. Getting through these topics without making them seem like they're the worst thing in the world.
So the aftertaste for this
Mm-hmm.
would be honest with your kids, but know where your kids are at in their development.
And know where to stop.
Know where to stop, because she can probably go very technical with her son. I cannot go too technical, and I probably need to wait on some of that stuff because I don't think she's comprehending it quite yet. A lot of it's just why?
But tell her
I wanna
anyway.
ask it.
Tell her anyway. If she's not comprehending, she will. Tell her anyway. It'll sink in.
Then she go and talk about some wrong stuff. Yes.
Remember when the eggs hit the
slavery
bees?
had train tracks, and on the train tracks they were taking slaves, and it was
Man.
a woman named Sojourner
and Harvey.
and Malcolm X lived together in a house. That's my child. She's just like me. She wants to create stories.
Well, that's good.
No, it's not good. It's not fair.
Creative. Okay. So, rants. Do we have any? I have a rant.
Go.
So my rant is my hair. We're going to talk about it.
Let's put both our hair on that. This is both our hair.
We're going to rant today about this. Do you see this?
We're going to do a quick rant about natural. Natural hair is beautiful. It's amazing.
Lovely.
However, the maintenance of it, Jesus Christ, be offense. Because...
a wall.
And let me tell you something. I stopped using all that expensive stuff. You know what I do? Blue Magic coconut oil.
I feel you.
I keep all of them juices in my hair.
I feel you.
With some water and some liquid gel.
I feel you.
I love Shea Moisture. I love all of y'all. I promise y'all do.
Like $30
But y'all don't like my pockets. Because y'all keep taking all my money. And I got to feed kids.
And it don't work. So
it'll work for me. But then I go through so much of it because my hair needs so much of it.
Because it's so thick. That's my problem. So being mixed, I have several different layers of texture.
She was mixed?
Oh, y'all didn't know that?
Because she blackity black.
Blackity black. However, my hair ain't. I got some mixtures up in this, right?
She got levels.
So this right here is halfway white, which I am half.
Mm-hmm.
The women all that back here, that's all Nigeria, Africa.
Nigeria!
Right? So with that being said, I can't treat it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got time to be sectioning and putting different products in this and different products in this. That's why right here is braided up and this part is Africa is out. I don't like it. I'm not feeling this, to say the least. I don't have time for. I think I'm going to straighten it permanently. Not relax, but I'm just going to keep it straightened every 2 weeks. I think I'm there.
So you don't care about breakage?
At this point, I don't. It's going to grow back.
So here's
much.
Here's my thing and my qualm with blowing out your hair. I love my curl. It just takes a lot, but it's getting hot. And I'm going to want to just throw some water in my hair and some gel. Even though I can't do a wash and go, I can do a wash, braid, and curl.
Anybody got time for that? Because the back will be good, popping, defined. The front will be like this, little waves, because it's straight.
It's pretty. It take a lot, though.
I don't got time. Meanwhile, I can go to the Dominicans down the block, have her blow it out.
And blow it out straight. Be blown out straight for almost
that'll last 2 weeks. 3 weeks. Well, I got that white people.
That's why I said
grease,
almost.
So it gets greasy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it'll last me 2-3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I go back 2-3 weeks later and do it again. So, granted, I will, I don't know what's going on here. What's the problem? Oh, goodbye then, girl. I thought you wanted to be my friend. She just came to make
a cameo.
Goodbye.
As she falls out on the floor.
Okay. So, I like I do like my natural hair, but it doesn't react the way I want it to react. And it has nothing to do. So go, boo.
Okay.
Oh, they left you?
Yeah.
Call Chase down here.
Yeah, call him. Call Chase at the bottom of the stairs. Come get you.
What? You call him.
Okay.
All right. In a minute, I'm going to call him, okay? Let me finish this rant. So, back to this.
We're mothers. We're happy.
And we're singing and we're colored.
Paige, give me a high five. We stole that, y'all. That ain't our song.
No,
just in case you didn't
know
know that. That's the Wayne Brothers.
Okay.
Get on your facts. Ketchup on
But
your shoulders.
that's my rant about this. I can use whatever. I bought a new product, got some definition going. I saw some curl. I went to bed, gone.
Yeah, that's what happened when I lay down and go flat on me.
I don't
Like, and I don't feel like twisting it up every night. I don't know how y'all do that. Bless every black woman, mixed woman who sits here and twists their hair every gosh darn night.
Not to mention I have to keep this one in order. And it's getting to the point where it's long enough that I have to do something to it almost every day. What?
Go back upstairs.
I told you to go.
Back upstairs.
You ain't have to stay with me. You just want to see yourself on the
You
camera.
do. Pretty girl. That's okay. Play with that hair. Okay, give them a smize.
Yeah.
Smize at them.
Smile, mama. Do the eyes.
There we go. Okay. Real talk. All right, y'all. We are wrapping up.
That means bye.
Yeah, that means bye and page them.
So, we're not going to recommend this wine. I'll drink it. Don't get me wrong. We're going to finish
We about
this
to tear this bottle up, but
I wouldn't say it's the best wine I've ever tasted.
it's we're not gonna give up on white wine, but this doesn't make us want.
And that
more.
might be it. Maybe I'm just biased.
No, I'm not biased. I thought it was okay. So my aftertaste is okay. It's not the best. I've had worse, so it's average.
Yeah, I definitely have worse.
It's average.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Taste says bye bye.
Peace.